Hello and welcome everyone. If you are just starting your Python programming journey or even if you are brushing up on your skill, you have come to the right place. Today we are going to tackle an essential concept, the scope of variables, specifically local and global variables in Python. So, what is variable scope? To make it simpler, let's imagine our program is the house and our variable is the pet inside the house. Now, if the pet is in the living room, it can go to any room in the house. That's global variable. But if the pet is closed in a room, it can only stay in that room. That's what we call a local variable. I hope now you understand what is variable scope. So let's go to our code and let's see what a global variable is. Global variable is our pet that can move freely around our whole house. In Python, a global variable is defined outside of a function and can be accessed by any function in our code. So let's create our first global variable as like let's say its pet is equal to cat. So we declare our first global variable. Let's add a comment here. It's the global variable. So now let's create a function that is called show underscore pet. Okay. So inside our function, now we will call our global variable that is print our pet is. Now we will call our global variable here. And now if we call our function show, so what do you think? What will happen? Here we have a global variable. Notice it is defined outside any function and can be accessed inside our function. So how the variable pet is accessible within the function even though it was declared outside of it? Yes, it is because it is a global variable. So let's run the program and let's see what happens. Okay, see, we get the output that our pet is cat. So the global variable can be accessible inside a function. Okay, now let's take a look at local variables. Let's create the function once again, def show pet, and then inside of our function let's declare the pet and it's a cat. So what we did right now, we created a local variable here. Okay, so now if we want to print it, let's print it. Our pet is. Okay, so if we will call our function now, what will happen? We will see the same output or not. Okay, let's try it and let's run the code. See, we actually get the same output, but we say that it's a local variable is because it is inside our function. So let's try to call this outside of our function. Let's take this print statement and let's try to run it outside of our function as we did it earlier. See, my code editor already telling me that see, pet is not defined. It's because pet is a local variable. It's defined inside a function, but we are trying to access it from outside of the function. So let's try to run it. See, name error, name pet is not defined. Okay, so what my code editor is saying that the name of pet is not defined as because it is only accessible inside our function. That is what we call local variable. But what if we want our pet in the closed room to go into the living room in Python terms? We can convert a local variable to a global variable using one of the keyword of global. Okay, so if we write here something called global global pet, then if we try to execute, let's clear our terminal, and now if we run the program, what do you think what will happen? Will it give us the same error? No, see, we get the two output, the first one and the second one here. So what does happen? We just make our local variable a global variable by using the global keyword, and That's the verb on variable scope in Python. We have learned about global and local variables and how to convert a local variable to a global one. Remember, understanding variable scope is crucial to writing effective and error-free code. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Python programming tutorials like this one. We are always here to guide you on your programming journey. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Happy coding.